everybody, welcome back to the Age
here.
of Titans. Yes, we're already here because I am 12 minutes late. Hello.
Right,
We are
hold
back.
up, Let me go give you clout. Hold up.
It already posts on your server when I go live.
I don't care. Okay, some people have that at muted, have like the partner at muted, and I want to make sure that you get the recognition you deserve.
Ow, 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 ow.
Ow, 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 ow.
So, yes, welcome back to the Age of Titans. I am so glad to see everybody again. Honestly, this is like it's hard to choose between Jade Wings and Titans so far on which one is my favorite. But honestly, you guys, without a doubt, are my favorite group that I've ever run.
Yeah,
we're the favorite.
You know that I'm the one who runs the cannons. I got multiple guns.
Yeah,
Petition to give Whittle a gun. There are guns.
There
Yeah,
are already guns, and I already have cannons.
Yeah,
Petition to give Aveline a gun because hey, I don't know if you saw.
Yes, I saw. Yes, I saw.
Okay.
I don't know if I trust that one.
I don't either.
Yeah, people keep forgetting, but Whittle is the cannon master on this ship.
Yeah, you are the master
Who
gun of the
let
entire ship.
guns?
Why did y'all let a child take care of the cannons? I don't know, but I got some pretty neat
Damon
spells.
hired you. I don't know. Like we didn't
You
have any
wanted
choice.
to.
I
I didn't
shot him
hire
once.
Whittle, it's more like we adopted Whittle.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's because Widow's somehow the strongest member of the entire crew physically.
Yeah.
So just,
That
like,
makes
wonderful.
no sense to me.
I
think that's
Aveline had a gun,
funny.
this story would already be over.
This whole arc would just be settled.
I don't know why I have the highest strength. Y'all are lacking, bitches.
That's because
That is
some
not
of
his strength to do this to us.
I have a 17 in strength, chat.
That makes no sense. How is a child that strong?
I have an 8. Like,
I
bruh.
have a 13 in strength and 18 in dexterity though.
Oh my god.
Damn, I can't believe all y'all dumped strength.
I always
Entire-
dump
in-
strength.
How
The
could
entire
you know?
party is full of soft bitches.
I like to punch.
Except for me.
I just like bonking people with
Have
strength.
you seen an 8-year-old? They will try to suplex everything. It's true.
Well, Kay, what have you cooked up for us tonight?
Well, you will find out soon.
I don't like that. Stop that.
Ominous.
So,
I like it. Keep going.
Yay!
who would like to remind us all what happened last time?
I'm still trying to pick my evocation. Somebody else do it.
Lore. Basically, Aveline and Damon had the chat regarding business back home. They brought it up with the entire crew, and through that, they all decided, okay, we're gonna go back to Aveline's home and see what's happening down there. The egg that we found from the mountain has hatched into a shadow dragon, which very little people actually know what the hell it is. I'd say very little, because like only 2.
Damon
But
and
you-
Volko knew, and then everyone else was like, what's a shadow dragon?
Yeah. Did we fight anything?
You fought the ancient sea serpent.
Oh, yeah!
Right.
I remember that now.
Right, the messenger. We shot the messenger and the messenger left. After, doing
now.
significant damage to the ship.
As evidenced by the holes on the deck.
Yup.
Yep.
Yes.
Additional information about the shadow dragon, it also bonded with Cheryl, and now the shadow dragon, claimed her as part of its horde.
What is it with children bonding with shadow deities and shadow creatures?
It's also funny because Whittle is,
They're all pedos.
attached to Volko, too.
What daily question for stream? Yeah, daily question for the stream. What is Valka?
Velko is
That is a very good question.
Whatever
Also,
I decide him to be.
Is he a cat? Is he a dragon? Yes, but
Is
actually
he
no.
both?
Is he a tiefling? He's got horns, but he's also got elf ears. Is he an elf? Is he a drow? we'll never know.
I've been thinking them more as like a draconic tiefling, to be honest.
This is a chimera. I'm just gonna call you a chimera from now on.
I just associate him as like a half-dragon elf.
I'm gonna call you Valko, because that's your name.
Fair enough, you know what?
Yes, and here on the Age of Titans, we racially profile our teammates.
What?
You know that's getting clipped, right?
Yes, I am aware and I'm clipping it right now.
I was about to say, I hope so. There's not very many clippable moments. Like, stuff doesn't get clipped on this channel very much, so go off.
I need to do my part in this team and clip more often.
Valko is a
Give me a second, I'm doing it right now.
My favorite clip to date is Damon trying to explain a slow burn to Aveline.
I shouldn't have needed to explain that. You know enough romance stories that, like, you should have just known what a slow burn.
She's still in her early Wattpad.
Oh, God.
Oh,
right?
dear Lord.
And the end of the campaign where we do a Where Are They Now, Aveline's slide is just her inventing AO3.
Oh my god.
Oh no, that's lore. That's lore now. Aveline is one of the inventors of AO3.
You know,
Can't see AO3.
I was curious the other day, and I tried reading like a couple fan fictions on Wattpad, and I genuinely couldn't find anything good.
Exactly.
Right on
From
Wattpad.
Angel
I know,
today.
right on AO3. That should tell you something. Okay, I have all the outline done.
Like, I really looked too.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Could you enlarge like Damon a bit? 'Cause Damon looks awfully tiny, and the space.
Small.
Small captain.
Also, I'm almost done with Hometown Aveline.
There we go.
I'm doing my best. I'm going as fast as I can.
All right. That reminds me, actually. You just well, I say it reminds me. You gave me an idea, Emma. So as some of you may know, the future campaign, one of the future campaigns for Yulon is going to be the Age. I believe I called it the Age of Stars, and that's gonna be the Starfinder campaign with Ricky, Quiver, Ruse, and Brandon. And so because it's set in future Yulon, when that time comes around, I'm going to come to all my previous players and ask, like, hey, what influence has your character had in the world of Yulon that would still be seen? And so, yeah, because of Aveline, AO3 exists.
Now it's called AO4.
She's the goddess of love, and if you want her to make you a match, you have to let her write fanfiction about you.
Have to let the goddess write her scriptures. It's part of it.
It just so happens that all of them are fix-it-fix.
Oh.
I hate that.
No, you guys want to know what the founding document of AO3 in this universe is, then?
What?
Coughing.
The Mane and the Rock, a Biz Akko story.
What the fuck?
I'm concerned
You
about the
have-
person being, like, striving to be the goddess of love, having an incredibly unhealthy view of what love is.
Well, she's a young goddess. She's
That makes it
working on
funny.
Oh gosh.
Emma, you have to actually write that now. I hope you know that.
You think I haven't been? Bitch, the second the campaign ends, my
The campaign had to end for you to start.
Not alive in my heart is writing these stupid fan fictions, okay?
I hope, like, 5 years in the future, I suddenly get an influx of people, like, subbing to my YouTube, and all, like looking at the comments, and it's just like, hey, who all came here from AO3?
No, I'm serious. Listen, okay? This is my favorite D&D group I've been a part of, and if I can't be a part of this D&D group, I'm gonna write fan fiction about this D&D group.
I promise you, this group will come back.
Yay!
Oh, well.
I'm just giving some other people the chance.
Yay!
And also,
Oh, I
Age
know.
of
And
Titans
giving me
meet
a
up
chance.
eventually.
And
Yes.
giving me a chance to write fan fiction. It works out.
I'm just imagining like it's a future campaign, just like time is collapsing and every corner of the timeline starts collapsing into one entity. What happens? I don't fucking know.
Her name. Ah,
Yes, and then there's the
Destroy
other
Fire
campaign,
Flight.
the future Vampire the Masquerade game that Nomad will be in.
And me.
Alright, are
And
we ready to
Lakota.
get started?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, let's see, where were we? Ah, yes, the Pit of Despair.
Yay! Despair.
So, you are sailing, you're getting fairly close to the Bone Isles. I believe we ended last session shortly after the battle with the Sea Serpent.
I
Yeah,
believe
and-
you are correct.
And I believe after that, Damon just said we are skipping past the bone out. We're going straight towards what was the kingdom?
Mare Portum.
I
It's
believe that
actually
was-
supposed to be Mare Portum, but you know what? I really like how you guys are saying it, so we're gonna go with that.
Lily, I saw your redeems. I've been hydrating, and I added for you.
Yeah, the RR was just drowned out by everyone else talking.
And I'll do
Do
it one more
another
time for
one.
you. Anyway.
Hang on.
Damn, 2 for 1.
As the ship continues to ride over the waves, maybe a bit rougher now with the damage done. There's some water sloshing around in the lower decks that got in when the ship was slammed. And you all are recovering from your battle with the serpent. Does anybody have anything they'd wish to do, or are we moving on?
No. I'm good.
I do want to. I want Whittle to create a new arcane crystal, but we don't have to do that right now, especially since I'm still trying to pick my spells.
Oh my god.
Absolutely.
There's
So,
so many spells!
let's see.
We don't have to do that immediately because I still need to choose what spell to add to the crystal though. So
Yes.
we don't have to do that right now.
You have 2 uncharged arcane crystals, and then there's also the 2 witch bolt. Your 2 witch bolt cannons are both about halfway used, and your bow cannon is still not loaded with anything. So just look over the sheet for the Ocean's Bounty and put some thought into what kind of crystal you want to make.
Yep. That is on my mind. We just don't have to do it right now. I just wanted to put that out there.
Absolutely.
Also, Angel, we can hear you typing.
Click
Thank
icon
you.
on your gamer keyboard.
Do you not have noise suppression on?
No, this mic doesn't have noise suppression.
No, on Discord.
I don't think so.
Did we turn that on?
It, like, the noise suppression doesn't work for this keyboard anyways.
Okay.
Like, yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'll just mute.
As you were traveling through the Bone Isles, as I understand it, you guys are kind of speeding your way through this. Fuck you, Lily. I assume that was Lily. Yep.
Okay. Sorry.
Yes.
Your notifications for the bits is also behind a bunch of screens. It's hiding behind your like Roll20 and stuff.
I don't know why I love this crown so much. But, it's
But also to answer your question, yes, we are beelining.
Okay. Over the next 2 days. Let's see, would it be 2 days? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and yes. Feel the area as you guys pass quickly between the various islands. You catch a couple glimpses of some small villages here and there, and even at one point you see a shambling horde of zombies moving just across the beach on one of these. Hello, Sunny Pills. Sunny Pills. Welcome.
One LLS has joined the
Hi.
Hello.
They're from my stream. Hello. Welcome to D&D.
Welcome. My name is Carol Artemi. I will be your undead dungeon master for the evening.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. You see a couple sites from the few islands that you pass by in a rush. And let me update the date. As it is now the 48th of on the dawn of the 48th of Shia Thes. Let's take a look at the calendar real quick. Where do I have it? My organization on Roll20 is non-existent. There it is. Yeah, you guys are coming up to the end of the month. There are 14 days left in Shia Thes before Arvior, the month of harvest, begins. And so you have about 100 days before King Croc awakens.
Oh lord. Oh no.
Boy.
King Croc with no Leviathan. Oh no.
Surely nothing bad will happen.
It's gonna be one hungry boy.
On the dawn of this day, Rukar, from
Yes.
from your vantage point, you see a very dark ship appears to be approaching you from the north. The wood is a kind of dark reddish color, and it is flying black sails.
Is there a name on it?
Not that you can see from where you are. However, a notable thing that you do see is several glowing spots on the deck.
Is this a ghost ship? I currently don't
God,
know.
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, with that in mind, I didn't have to make a check for that, I just see it.
Yeah, you just see it.
Okay, yeah. He would just fly down to wherever Damon is. Either he'll be at the helm, or he'll just be walking around checking the status of the boat and the travel. He'll just fly down to where he is and just inform, Captain, dark red ship with black sails on the over the north horizon.
Fuck.
Do you know that ship?
Okay, do I recognize this ship?
You do not, no.
Okay. When Rukar points it out, am I able to see it?
At this distance, you can just barely see this thing. You can see like just a dark spot on the waves heading towards you. It's still a fair distance away.
Alright, we need to get ourselves a spyglass for this ship.
Oh,
Am I able to tell which direction it's going in?
It's heading towards you guys.
I'm going to try and steer the boat perpendicular to their path to try and avoid them.
Absolutely. Make me a sea vehicles check.
Okay. How do we do this? 19.
Absolutely, yeah. You get yourself on what appears to be the best path to start heading away from them. After about 20 or 30 minutes of sailing, you can see that you have gained a little bit of distance on them, but they have definitely adjusted their course in order to still be on a collision path with you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Should we just nip this in the bud now, or one moment?
Rest in peace.
Rip.
Whittle, during this time, what spells would you want to load into crystals?
I believe we thought it was a good idea to put Eldritch Blast on one of them. Was that something that we were talking about?
Yeah, you could put Eldritch Blast on one of them.
Can it still do the whole like split beam through the cannon? That might actually be helpful. Roll20's being fucking weird. There you go. Yeah, let's try Eldritch Blast on one of the cannon crystals.
Absolutely. Make me an Arcana check.
Okay.
damn.
Absolutely, you have
I got a nat 20, baby!
You have zero problems creating this crystal.
Let's fucking go!
How many beams can you make with Eldritch Blast right now?
I believe it's 3. Let me double check.
No, you don't get 3 until it's either 10 or 11.
And we are 7?
Yeah, so it should be 2.
Yes, one of those 3.
No. You get 2 at 5, and there's no way you got a third one already.
I'll trust you on this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2. But something that I can also do, I don't think I can add it to the crystal, but something that I, as Widow, can do. I can create the Eldritch Splash. I can change the range to 300 feet because of one of my evocations.
Ah, that does affect it.
Mm-hmm. I got some long range, guys!
Yeah, you get a third beam at 11 and the fourth one at 17.
Ah, okay. So 2 beams and can be, and the range is extended to 300 feet.
Absolutely, yeah. So you're able to, are you making 1 or 2 crystals with that?
Let's do 1. Let's do 1 for now. Because the witch bolts are are going pretty well on the other two. Or on the other two cannons, those are going pretty well as close range. So one long range at the forward end of the boat would actually be pretty helpful. So yeah, just one for the one on the front of the ship.
Alrighty.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Yippee!
Yippee!
And so we're loading Eldritch Blast on your bow cannon.
Oh, that's what it's called? I'll go!
I hope you're not late for the fight because.
No, you are just in time.
Oh, hell yeah!
Let's go! I gave us some long range attack for the ship now.
Yeah, I was looking into the stream while I was running through the entire city to get a single fucking pizza. Because Uber Eats is deciding to not give delivery boys for the orders.
Bruh. That is unfortunate.
Angie.
When did we get acid arrow?
You've had an acid arrow crystal from when you guys looted the first pirate ship that you fought.
Yeah.
It's
totally forgot about that.
It's not loaded into any of your guns, but you have one acid arrow crystal.
Ah, I see. I see. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, Whittle is going to just imbue absolute eldritch abomination power into like this dark black crystal. And install it into the cannon.
Absolutely. Your front gun is now loaded.
Let's go! And which one swivels?
The front one.
The front one?
Yes.
Thank you, Biz!
They all swivel, by the way.
Oh, they all swivel now?
They all swivel.
I thought we only had one installed, but I guess that got updated.
Okay. Angel, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back now.
Okay. So what would you like to do?
Well, how do we fight these things? This ship. Depending on how long they decide to follow us, like I'll continue to try to avoid them for like another hour to see if they continue to try to follow us.
Yeah, I imagine I'll be back in my crow's nest. I'll just keep an eye on the ship to see whether or not it's following us or just simply we're just heading toward our direction and had no real intent to interact.
Well, it did change direction to like where we're going now, so I think it's following us.
Did they change direction to follow us?
Yes.
I think I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part.
Yes, the ship is still following you. As you are keeping an eye on it, Damon, you notice at one point the ship is there. The next time you look back, it's gone.
Oh boy, ghost ship.
I will try to get us back on the course that we were on. At this point, if I see the ship has disappeared,
Could I?
I'll just give a quick command to the rest of the crew, though. Like, keep your eyes peeled and be ready for combat because we may still have a tail.
Oh boy.
And everyone, don't forget to reset yourselves because you've had 2 long rests since your last fight.
Yeah.
Do we not have any music, by the way?
Oh no,
The stuff's playing on the Roll20.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't hear it.
It acts weirdly for different people, and when it could just decide to just not work for some people. And because last time I don't think I heard the background noise. Now I hear the background noise. It's just Roll20 being Roll20 and finicky.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, because I want to hear.
Also, I'm gonna quickly do my Cosmic Omen for the day.
Okay.
Like this. I'm gonna just do it quick. Yeah, yeet. Okay, so it's still wheel.
Ready?
I was hoping for whoa, that way I could just say fuck you, but
About
I guess helping people is
another hour goes by. Where you don't really notice anything.
Don't die. Don't die.
I need everybody to make me a dex save.
A dex save?
Dex save, you say?
Dex save, you say?
Your favorite things, I know.
Me and Ricard
Sorry,
shaking
did you
hands
just
with
do-
evasion.
Trash.
Evasion.
What the fuck is wrong with you? No.
Wait,
hear the
wait.
music now.
Circa.
12, let me see. When you suggest to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw, you can only take only half damage.
Circa gets a wheel. Circa gets a wheel.
Alright, roll a d6 and add it to it.
+6.
How did how did you get like one less than me?
Oh.
That's 10.
I rolled a 3, leave me alone.
Okay, so
Take half.
Oh my.
Whittle is the only one that falls over. As the ship comes to a jarring collision and stop.
With the
Whittle just like as like the thing just hits a stop, Whittle just goes face flat on the ground.
Oh.
Aveline, quick as anything, is over the side of the ship and hauling Whittle to the surface.
Like, did we
Wait,
hit
did
land?
Whittle fall off?
Wait, did
Yeah.
we?
I fell over, but then I fall off the ship.
As the ship comes to an immediate and full stop. Next to you, the odd ship appears.
So what the DC like 10?
Yes. Come on,
Oh,
map,
wow.
load. Load. It's a
Oh,
cool
no.
map, show it, load.
Like our boat, but edgy.
There we go.
Oh no.
Oh my
Damn.
god, it's almost like I reskinned the same map because I'm lazy.
Work smarter, not harder.
No,
Exactly.
no, goth.
You see, immediately next to you, as the invisibility breaks, a ship glimmering with magic. Several arcane circles glowing on its deck, and a swirling purple vortex taking up this space right here, set inside of an intricate frame.
Ooh.
Island was green earth.
Oh, look at all those spell circles.
Halt! In the name of the god of magic, halt.
Oh no.
Who's the god of magic?
Can we?
Yeah.
I was about to say Tin. What?
Like Volko looks confused.
It,
Several men and women come to the side of the ship, the side of their ship, and call over to you.
We
We're
need to invoke Tinwee's name, and for what?
to inspect your ship for illegal magical goods.
Illegal.
What?
Hey, Volko,
Yes.
is that even a thing?
Yes, there are. And meta. Not saying this in character, we do have illegal magical goods. We've got a bag of holding on board.
I was about to say,
Wait, why are those illegal?
You are why they're illegal, Emma.
It's literally you. You're the reason.
Remember how you blew up the world with a bag of holding?
It was a bit more complicated than that. I had to jam some things into it too.
I wonder.
But it was still a tool utilized to bring about the end of that world.
Why don't we just toss it overboard and then come back for it?
Yes,
Well,
well, they're all
I'll let
looking
you.
at us.
Archimagos Leandros
We're
has
talking
detected.
metally.
Archimagos Leandros has detected illegal substances on your vessel.
I am the princess.
Can as can Akko hear this?
You can all hear this.
Okay. Can I wild shape into wait, no, I have no flying speed. I'm gonna
I
just
wonder
wild
how-
shape into a I can just wild shape into a car and all of the gear should be merging with me. So no bag of holding on site until I wild shape back into Akko. So
What?
yeah, he cat time.
Sure,
Just kinda,
yeah.
like whispering over to Valgo. Valgo, you can't happen to summon Tinui, can you?
Good one.
Well,
Unfortunately,
wishful
there's
thinking.
nothing I can do about this. I
Also,
can't
he's in
even
his-
use my own status. It's no one knows about me.
Don't you have a holy symbol or something?
Volko
might-
shakes his head.
not be able to use your status, but there might be a status we can use.
Oh shit.
We formally request permission to board your ship and search for the contraband.
Not granted.
You'll find there's no such thing on board this ship. I'm not sure what you're doing, but there simply must be a mistake.
Then
Also, do you know whose ship this is? This ship sails in the name of the King and Queen of Mare Portum. On board is the princess to be wed. And you mean to stop us for some frivolous inspection?
if there's no contraband on your ship, then you have nothing to be afraid from a search.
You
And the
dare?
hunters recognize no authority above the gods.
Oh boy.
About that.
Aveline is gonna stride to the side of the ship with this sense of regalness about her and just. Now, I'm sure we can come to some understanding where you understand that I am in fact royalty and have never been thus treated in my entire life, and we understand that you have a job to do and we can politely allow you out of here without searching our ship and with your apologies. And can I make some sort of check here?
Persuasion check.
Sure, make an intimidation check.
Oh.
Can I have advantage from David? Can I get help?
Good.
Can what I have said have granted her advantage?
Let me see.
Because technically that's helping.
Damn. It's not in combat, so I can't do it. But could I technically use, if I'm still in my lookout spot, could I give Aveline an advantage just
No.
because? Okay, yeah, I didn't think so.
That
That is, because this is out of combat. If we were in combat, I could, but we're out of combat, so no.
Can Damon have granted me advantage though with,
I'll allow
We're
it.
working together. Okay.
So,
Fuck.
no, so like in the cinematic contraband, wouldn't this is out of character, but would a shadow dragon fall under that?
Oh,
Aveline,
God. I
Aveline
forgot
guidance.
about
Aveline guidance.
Guidance. Fuck. You're right. Sorry. What do I add to that roll?
D4.
What do we know about these people? Are
Can I
they
give
Biz,
myself bardic
you-
inspiration? Can I give myself bardic inspiration?
Are you intending to pull out your lute and start singing a tune as you're trying to intimidate them?
My thing is storytelling. No. My thing is storytelling, and I just did an awesome fucking story.
That's
So I feel like
No.
Matt should be able to grant himself bardic inspiration.
no.
Fortunately, you
Biz.
cannot
You know
inspire
what?
yourself.
Biz, you do know these people. Because you've had to deal with them before.
Oh, no.
great?
They're basically they are exactly what they're saying. They're contraband inspectors, and you haven't exactly dealt with like this ship or these specific guys before, but whenever you came back, or you or any of your buddies came back from a dive, you would have to lay out everything you found to ensure that it's not extremely dangerous and or illegal.
Oh, extremely dangerous.
Perfect.
Like, I don't know,
Okay.
a newly hatched shadow dragon?
And so would I know like what generally falls under the purview of illegal?
Well, for one, any kind of dimensional space.
Of course.
Um,
It's okay. We don't have any of those though.
certain like magical artifacts, but that's usually something like way more powerful than the kind of things that you have. For example, if someone found like a sentient item, or something like that, that would have to be inspected and like determined whether it was safe or not. So like the book of knowledge would very much depend, because it could give very dangerous information. If you found something akin to Black Razor in terms of temperament, that would be very much illegal. Shit like that.
Good thing that none of these exists anymore.
Good thing we have none of these.
Depending on what kind of clearances you have, whether finding something like a spell scroll of power word kill would be on the fence. Shit like that. So.
Okay.
we
But
have
like
one of those.
to business knowledge, we don't have anything that's explicitly contraband on the ship.
Except for
To
the bag of
business
holding.
knowledge.
Yeah, well, Biz doesn't know that exists.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I
Biz
think
doesn't know we have that.
is Akko the only one who knows they have that?
Yeah,
Damon knows too.
Damon knows,
Okay.
but Akko is the only one who knows. And by the way, Akko is
Riddle
gonna
doesn't know what
hide
that
it
is.
is his helmet, which is just stuck on like the top of the shelf in Akko's study. So
Okay, so at
just
by the
gonna
end,
hide into it.
the newly hatched dragon is not contraband,
It is not explicitly contraband.
but it is shady.
It's not that it's shady, it's a bit more along the lines of, do you have clearance to, or are you trusted enough to have that, like, M240 Bravo in your house? Oh, well, you're a former soldier and it's, like, decommissioned, or you're not, under any, like, watch lists. So sure, we'll tentatively allow you to have that, versus, hey, you were in jail for murder, or you're some rando who has no idea what he's doing. You shouldn't have that kind of shit. So you think the fact that you guys are like a well-armed and like experienced group of adventurers, it'd probably be okay.
Okay, using this knowledge, Biz is gonna try and flash like a sigil of the Salvagers Guild, and sort of like start going through like procedure to make it seem legit and like nothing's out of the ordinary, because these clowns have obviously never been through these guys before.
Yeah, so like you can flash your badge, but they're still saying, so you're denying us access to search your ship, even though you claim there's nothing we would find. And that's not suspicious at all.
Biz is going to very not subtly jab Damon in the shoulder, let them aboard. I know how to deal with these guys.
Where's Akko?
Akko's a cat somewhere.
In his study in Biz's helmet, so fact chance to find him.
Okay.
He's around.
I could take someone. We're just gonna go for a swim to find Whittle.
Whittle didn't fall off the ship. Whittle just fell on her face.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Whittle is gone.
Everyone acting as suspicious as possible in front of the fantasy TSA.
I'm just up here.
Meanwhile, behind all of you.
I'm just up here in my crow's nest, just watching everything go down. Going, oh no.
Did we just jump off the side of the ship?
Oh my god.
I don't know. No. I just realized I could do that.
Also, if you want to go for a swim, Akko could turn into a koi again.
Whittle just was the only person who didn't have enough balance and fell flat on her face on the ground. I'm okay for now.
Can we wave these guys over so we can not be arrested and be labeled as criminals?
Yeah.
By evading the fantasy TSA.
He fucked up.
Yeah. I'll just reluctantly, I guess, place a gangplank so they can cross over.
Thank you. And these four guys wait for a second for a fifth man to come down from the helm, and they make their way onto your ship. The first four guys are dressed pretty kind of like standard sailors. All of the people that are standing in the circles have robes of various colors and staves or wands. This guy is decked out. Anybody with any kind of training in Arcana can see that he is covered in magic items. And is literally just basically glowing.
I don't suppose you gentlemen know of the whereabouts of the Leviathan, do you?
The Leviathan. No, I can't say that I do.
It's a shame, because that seems to be Tinwy's #1 priority right now. But I guess, stopping a random ship in the middle of the ocean, that takes priority, right?
Apologies for Patriots, they've never had to deal with customs before.
No, of course not. I'm a princess.
Damon's so bitter about getting stopped by the
He's just a very bitter old man.
I was gonna say I'm not that old, but Damon is pretty old, so...
Damon is old.
Hundreds of years old.
We get to call you Boomer, and we're right this time!
Volko will walk up, next to Damon and put, a hand on his shoulder and, kind of whisper in his ear, perhaps we ought to just let them search the ship and be on their way. It's not like there's anything here that's actually contraband, is there?
No. It doesn't rub me the right way, seeing people just go around doing whatever they want without any actual authority overseeing them and keeping them in check.
It doesn't sit right with me either, but we have more important things to tend to, and the faster this is over with, the faster we can get to where we're going.
In my line of work, it's best to just let them do their thing. Because when you're just a bunch of guys fishing in the ocean, when a bunch of wizards rock up demanding to see any contraband, it's in your best interest to listen to them. Especially when just ignoring that will get your entire business flagged as a criminal organization.
You claim that we are doing things without any jurisdictional reason.
You say
I will show
Don't-
you what we have stopped in the past. And he will reach into his sleeve and pull out a spell scroll.
I'm not saying that you are without use. I'm saying that an organization or group such as yours is rife to abuse their power.
This was taken from a group of pirates intending to conquer Bastion. And he opens up the spell scroll. Anyone with training in Arcana can read that that is a scroll of Tarask summoning.
I knew.
Holy shit!
Had we not done our jobs, Bastion would be a smoking ruin. As
Just
for
because
our
I'm young-
jurisdiction and being held accountable, and he pulls back his hood to reveal a symbol that looks like a nail tattooed onto his bald head. Do you know what this does?
Kills you if you fuck up.
Can't say I do.
The princess is correct.
Oh.
Oh.
If I were to do anything other than my job, I would die.
Then perhaps you ought to get to it then.
Perhaps I ought to. And he raises up both of his arms, casting a spell. A beam of light fires down through the deck of the ship, leaving no damage. Akko,
Oh no.
a little red beam of light hits you.
What? How?
Wait, are you? Is it in? Are you doing your
Are
study, or are you just
thinking
like?
as much with me? It's hidden, right?
I
Are you
will
doing
be
your study?
looking below your deck.
Oh.
Hey, Damon. What the fuck do we have aboard this ship?
Captain, is there
That's right.
something on this ship that is illegal?
Don't like that silence.
That's an insight. I'd say that's an insight check of silence.
I don't think I even like. The silence is telling.
I think Aveline is gonna very quickly turn to Valko. What about the dragon?
Like Volko's tail twitches. Like maybe the. Would a creature be illegal?
I think
It's-
Aveline is gonna message Cheryl.
Well,
It's,
it didn't how it
it's
didn't.
more of a qualification.
Didn't how
like
it
a
didn't.
creature.
Tell her to
Like,
protect the baby.
well,
It's
I
more
don't
of a
thi- I don't think it's-
qualifications sort of deal. Like if you're just some bum and you have a dragon, it'd probably be illegal. But like we're like a ship full of semi-experienced adventurers. I think we're good.
but I don't think the dragon. Like I
Also,
feel like at this point
also,
we've already, like, knocked
it
them.
just hatched.
Does anyone follow the wizard down below the deck?
Oh, absolutely.
I think Aveline would, but in the way of like, I don't care what you're doing, I just have business to do down here, and it just so happens to be in the same room that you're in.
Okay.
Beast is 100% following.
Yeah, I think Picard it's just like hanging about on the deck, just keep an eye on the ship.
So
I think she also asked Celeste to come with her, just as like a, why not?
Leandros heads down below the deck and takes a look around. Firstly, he walks up to Cheryl, who is over with the little baby shadow dragon.
Oh yeah, legend.
Young lady, do you know the proper care procedures for a black dragon? Well, I know the kind of environment that it's supposed to live in, and in general that it should eat meat. Oh, correct. I would recommend, and he lays out like a recommendation on dietary stuff for it and all that kind of shit.
Enrichment.
Then he continues to walk down the along the deck, or along the inside of the ship.
I like to know that legend. Once you see this new person walked up, you just immediately gets like offensive intercession, and Draconic would just say, "Mine."
Of course, young one. Of course. And Leandros takes out a gold piece and flicks it, and Legend catches it with its teeth.
Mine.
Good boy! Oh, perfect!
Mine.
He then raises up his arms again and casts his spell. Akko, another beam of light hits you.
Did Damon follow the guy?
No.
Okay. Volko, once that guy is gone, is going to ask you in a hushed tone, "What's on this ship?"
Are there other of the mages around us?
The mages stayed. The other mages stayed on their own ship. The four guys that were with Leandros are kind of loitering around, just kind of waiting.
Volko probably wouldn't ask super loud either if there were other people around.
Nothing on this ship, save for maybe that dragon, is innately dangerous. To us, at least.
If you say so.
I could jump out the window.
Akko, your body freezes up, and you are unable to move.
A saving throw?
No saving throw, apparently.
I'll also add Volko probably went after that guy then, after that short conversation.
You see Leandros coming out of the cabin, holding a cat by the scruff of its neck.
Hey! Put my pet down!
When did we get... Could you hand me that cat, please?
Wait a minute.
Volko puts out his hand for the cat.
I like to think that the scruff around his neck is reminiscent of Akko's actual mane.
Yeah, it is. It is. And also there's pattern on his back, so it's Kylan Joy sigil, but
Oh no.
Akko, your cat form is taking 22 lightning damage, and I believe you turn back into you.
Yeah.
Ow. Now he's just holding full grown Akko by the scruff.
I panicked. I'm sorry.
Young Leonin,
Yeah.
will you tell me what you have?
I'm sorry. Akko, wait, Akko, Akko, do you have something illegal? You, of all people.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Do you know who that is? Mr. Rule Follower himself?
Yeah, I was expecting Falco to have something like that.
What?
Yeah, honestly.
This is your one chance.
He kind of
Seriously,
looks
dude.
shamefully on the side for a bit, and then he like takes the bag of holding back, and he says like, Timmy himself told me that it was okay, but like, I just kind of panicked when I saw everyone, and like, because I
go.
knew this is
I'll
like
go.
procedures, and yes,
It's my responsibility. Empty it out and hand it over.
yeah, it is mine, but yes, sure. Here you go.
You know why such items are legal.
I
No.
do.
He pulls. He yoinks. He like searches into his bag, and he pulls out the Jade Wings badge, and he says, "I believe I do."
But without a
My
second one, these
grandfather.
items are relatively harmless, and we don't have a second one. So I saw no harm in keeping it.
He just told me stories about it, but I did not keep it for that purpose.
Do you know the other reason why these items are so dangerous?
No.
Enlighten us.
There's an entity that lives in them.
All right.
What?
Huh?
Oh, the bag
Huh?
man. Oh, the bag man.
I as the player
What?
know this. I know this as the player.
Falco looks genuinely baffled.
An
So is
ancient
Jamin.
undead creature that lives within all bags of holding and is able to travel between them at will. I would recommend that you search your ship. Kill anything that you to recognize on it. Well, if you're able to. Otherwise, toss it off the ship.
I mean, there was that one. There was that one. There was that one fish. There was that one fish person. What was their name? Voisin. It was Voisin, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
That was not from. That didn't come from the bag. That just came from the depth.
Leandros takes the bag and casts a couple spells on it. And you can almost see the magic leak out of it. And he hands it back to you. It is now a regular shoulder bag.
What spells did he cast?
Oh.
Or was it just like a magic thing he did?
Make me an Arcana check.
Did Akko hold
Can
anything?
do.
Did Akko hold anything else in the bag of holding, or did it go to an empty bag of holding?
There was only the gold that it was found with, but he
14.
spent it ever since, so there's only like 19 pieces of gold inside, which I think would fit in a regular bag.
With a 14, you recognize some aspects of Dispel Magic and Counterspell, almost combined into a single spell, but there were some other things in there that you didn't quite recognize.
Ah, yes, the kill magic spell.
If you wish to use an expended space like that, without the inherent danger, I would recommend that you find yourself a many-handed pouch. They are much less dangerous, and more importantly...
I didn't take you for the advertising card, but I will take this recommendation into account.
I believe that is all.
When all of Akko's stuff comes clattering onto the ground,
No.
Could I
didn't
make
have anything
a-
in the bag of holding, so there's nothing kind of...
you didn't? It just nothing just clattered out. It was just an empty bag.
Maybe like some pieces of gold that was stuck inside, but
I'd like to make a sleight of hand check where Biz just like puts his foot over one of the coins and slides it back.
oh my god!
Go ahead, make a sleight of hand check.
I guess I'm losing money to my my fucking...
6.
You go to do this, Biz, and you kind of like trip as you're doing it. Like you step on the coin, but instead of pulling it back, the coin slides forward, putting you into a really awkward half split.
Akko looks at you disappointed and just, you could have just asked if you want.
The floors are slippery. There's a hole in the deck.
You could have just asked.
He is stuck in his ways.
You could have just asked.
I will be leaving. And Leandros begins to make his way back up towards his ship.
All right.
Oh, we just took care of the bag of holding thing. Cool.
Oh. And Princess Aveline, was it?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry for your loss. And he walks back onto his ship.
She's going to grab the back of his cloak.
You're actually unable to touch him, but he does notice when you do so, and he kind of turns.
I'm sorry, you can't just walk away and say something like that. What do you mean you're sorry for my loss? What have I lost?
I assumed you would have heard.
Heard what? I'm on my way home for the first time. I haven't heard anything. You have information, sir. I request that you say it.
The siege has ended.
What?
Mare Portum has been lost.
Oh.
Siege
Oh,
by
no.
whom?
The Barrow Legion.
Oh.
Does anyone know what that is, other than
No,
possibly David?
none of you recognize the Barrow Legion.
I know that the Serpent last time told me that the Barrow Legion would attack Mare Portum if we didn't let the princess go with them.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Low key, kind of disappointed in Mare Portum falling in under a day of siege. Normally it takes a bit longer than that.
Oh no! The
No.
out of character, the siege
been
has been
multiple
going on
days.
for months.
Yeah.
Okay. I was not aware.
It's
of
been
this.
going on for a long time, but also because news and information spread so slowly via sea travel.
Yeah.
On
Actually,
the morn
because-
of yesterday,
Oh,
I
okay.
saw the great dragon fly, and the Legion was unbarred. I would not go home if you wish to see something living.
Yeah. And she's gonna turn on her heel and walk the other way. And then when she's alone, she's going to break down.
Damon will follow her.
Don't.
How far away is Mare Portum?
Let's see. According to the best guesses of your navigators, 2 days.
Can you make it one?
We can have a sail up through the night.
Let's go home.
So if your home has fallen, is it still wise to keep going back?
I'm going home.
Is it even your home anymore?
Your car.
What, you heard what they said?
Of course
They
it's
said
my
it.
home. Of course it's my home. Just because I've never met them doesn't make them not my family. Just because I didn't get to grow up there doesn't mean the castle isn't my home.
But what
They
if there's
are
no
my
castle?
family. If there's a way for me to save them, if there's a way for me to save any of the people that live there, it's my duty. I am a princess. I don't get a choice in this. If any of my people are still living, it is my duty to help them. I wouldn't expect you to understand. Yeah. She's gonna head to the kitchen and she's gonna bar the door and
On fire
rage
just
cook, which
51
means
subs.
all of you are getting indigestion.
Thank you, Sheep, for
I'll
the
just-
1 sub.
I'll just have my good berries.
Thank you, Bon.
I'll man the helm again. I'll steer us directly towards Mare Portum.
Is there anybody else who'd like to do anything?
As Damon stops just standing there frozen, he wipes a single tear out of his eye and goes back to the helm and does that.
Out of character, Kay, do you know how fucking long I spent building up all that fucking lore for you to just massacre everyone? Nice to know. No, you guys don't understand. I built a whole fucking hierarchy. I have marquises and dukes, and lords, and all of it, with their families and who's married to who and their major exports.
And now it's going to
Emma,
blazes.
do you realize that you just did that to yourself?
Emma, do you realize I gave you guys a choice?
Well,
Shut your whole
direct
Okay.
course to Mare Portum,
and
let's
take
go!
them home.
Okay, a choice to give up one of our own or not is not a choice.
Okay, metagame here. The serpent wasn't just gonna pick up Aveline, it was gonna lead your ship there.
The serpent
How were we
immediately
supposed to
damaged
do
our
that?
ship. What do you
Did
want
you-
from us?
Did you ask it?
Did we need to? This thing immediately came out and started swinging. Like,
It really did.
Like, not
came
every
with
time
a
we've been
fight or
approached with a
flight.
docile creature.
I mean, I was trying.
Every time we've been approached with a docile creature, we've listened to it. Every time we've been approached by a creature that just decides, Hulk smash.
I
We
tried
did.
to
Not a
talk.
choice. It's just
I tried to talk to
misleading.
it.
I think it's
Yeah,
an unreasonable expectation to ask if it'll just lead us rather than just taking her.
Just acted under
Because it
fight or
didn't say,
flight,
I'm
so...
gonna lead you. It said, I'm going to take you.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is you guys spent a lot of time talking to it, and the question of are you going to take her yourself never came up.
But it didn't need to
Because
be
it was
asked.
heavily implied.
Just because it was implied does not mean the option wasn't there.
Well,
Yeah,
but
but it's a
but we could never
stupid
take it because of the implication.
I think the question isn't whether we asked or not, is rather, was there a reasonable expectation for us to have asked that question? And I don't
So
think
I
there
will-
was, but
Right back. Aveline's just having a mental breakdown. Do what you guys gotta do.
Alrighty. Over the next day and night, the ship sails with a speed and a fierceness that it had not yet before. And at about 3 a.m. on the 49th, you catch sight of the island of Mare Portum. The city itself is two parts, with half of it existing on the land side and the other half existing below the sea. Let me pull up exact stuff for this. Where did it?
On the road again, I can't wait to get on the road
On the sea again.
can't wait to get
On the waves again.
I fell down into a burning ring of fire.
Give us enough silence and we'll break out into song. Every time,
Emily, you
every
guys can hear
goddamn time.
From the kitchen, you can hear. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. My home is so homely.
I don't
nobody.
know that the world
That makes sense. Okay, I'm just re-looking at like my stats to make sure. Did we correct that? Get it? No, he has 0 in charisma. I feel like he'd be like the bluntest when asking questions.
You can see that the landward, let's see, the landward side, what was it called? I know you had a name for the landward side.
Hold up, I'm getting it.
Is that Spes Mundi?
Maybe. Legit, give me 2 seconds to pull this up and I can tell you.
Spes Mundi is coastal metropolis.
Yes, but so yeah, that would be. Sorry, let me just scroll through my pages of fucking notes.
Someone in chat asks, "Where are your sea shanties?"
We planned them, but we never did anything about them.
And it has come to my realization that in the 2 times that this group has been on the ocean in 2 separate campaigns, never once have we performed a sea shanty.
Yeah, yo ho it up, she rises, yo ho it up,
She rises.
Copyright.
In the mud.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor?
Early in the morning.
Bring me the exact fucking pirate that copyrighted a sea shanty and he can sue my ass.
Okay. So,
So-
yeah, Spes Mundi is the above sea, and then fucking hell, I can't read. Lanatal is that's an N, is the palace under the sea, and then Spes Mundi is the palace above.
Alrighty.
Under the sea.
So you can see as it's about 3 a.m. As you guys are coming within proper sight distance of Mare Portum, and you can see Spes Mundi is in ruins. There are no real like fires, but a lot of the town is just in ruins. Buildings knocked down, fields trampled, and a lot of areas where it looks like I don't know how to describe this better. It looks as though Spes Mundi fell first, and that is where the enemy army has been camping. As you can see, a lot of erected tents and various things like that. Though no cook fires.
What about arson fires?
No, there's no real the city isn't burning.
So
It just looks
so,
ransacked.
So it's nothing like that one island with the one clamor that we saw, the giant draconic footprint.
Oh, absolutely not. No, that island was burned to a crisp. This, like, the
Gotcha.
city's still there. It just looks like it's been ransacked. Like, there's been some damage from fighting, but that's about it.
There's no
Got-
lingering enemy army, is there?
Oh,
That we can see at least?
absolutely. You can see several figures standing absolutely still on the walls of the city.
I think as they get closer, Aveline finally comes up on deck and has to be supported by one of her crew members, probably either Damon or Valko, as she just kind of is staring out in
Yeah, we'll say
pure
Volko.
silence, which is not normal.
Volko's got you.
She's finally changed, and head to toe doesn't look like the beggar princess that she was, but now looks like she's wearing a dress made of like pure sea foam, and she finally put on her actual crown instead of a circlet. She's rolling up, looking every inch as royal as she is. She's finally dressed in the royal colors of the family and all the things. She's put in her traditional earrings and nose piercing, and yeah, she's rocking up here, and she's ready to cause some pain.
Aveline got that drip.
How close are you getting to the island?
Close enough.
How
I
close
think we're
is
going
close enough?
ashore.
All right.
What? Oh no.
As you are coming up towards the dock, you can see a square of soldiers marching down to meet you. There's about 16 of them, with one creature at the front.
Creature? What is this creature?
You're not sure. It looks humanoid, but it is covered in solid black armor with a kind of a yellow faceplate.
Oh my god, is this who I think it is?
Almost looks like crystal.
I've spent the better part of a century in this city. Do I recognize these as like allied or enemies?
Oh, absolutely not. These are not allies. As you are kind of looking at them, they march very stiffly, and the armor that they wear is not... You don't recognize it. However, make me a history check.
Okay.
Can I make one as well? Because I'm assuming Damon would have brought me up with stories about people like this.
10.
Oh,
Am I allowed to
uh,
make one as well?
No.
could Biz
Yeah, I
use
don't think it would
flash
make
to-
sense if Damon doesn't know it, like, for you to know it, you know?
Yeah.
What was that, Biz?
Could Biz use a Flash of Genius to give Damon a +5 to that roll?
Absolutely. So with a 15, you recognize that armor and that style of armor as one of the Valstock Knights, a group of secretive knights serving under Count Valstock in the frozen north of Yulon, back before the Calamity.
Ooh.
Oh.
At least that's what the armor is. No idea who's inside it.
All of them
Damn
are
it.
dressed in Valstock armor?
No, just the one leading them. The other ones are wearing half plate.
I'm not pulling the report.
I don't think I recognize if this is the Dragon Emperor, right? 'Cause I'm
You
heading
wouldn't
down to the-
you wouldn't recognize what that guy looks like.
Yeah. Not even
Hey,
like. Well, no, because he's
is
just an
this-
elven. Never mind.
Is this my love? Is this the man?
I mean, you won't know if you don't pull into port.
Angel, please, for once, make a reckless decision.
You already have Celeste though.
No, but you don't understand. This is the cursed man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Damon, if he doesn't recognize these people, he's not gonna pull into port to be immediately taken into custody or get into an immediate fight. So Damon will begin to circle around the island to probably like an uninhabited part of the island to try and like get closer to shore,
Or will
somewhere
follow
where
you?
they won't be seen by these people.
Okay.
Would they follow you though, as you just try to circle around it?
I'm relying on you to let us know if they do.
Okay.
Does anyone have invisibility? Does Cheryl have invisibility?
Cheryl does
Don't think we
not.
can turn the ship invisible.
Should I
Who said
roll?
the ship?
Should I roll perception to make sure to see if they're following us or not?
Yeah, roll perception.
Okay, I'm in my crow's nest. I got advantage.
It just so happens that Biz totally could
Oh, wow,
have
12.
invisibility prepared today.
Like 12 even.
12. No, you don't see any. You don't see any people following you. The only thing you see, you're looking at the island. The only thing you see is every once in a while some like native life. Like you see a small herd of like probably escaped cows. Various like nighttime birds, like owls, some bats, stuff like that.
I feel like with that knowledge, Ricardo will relay to Damon that he sees none, like he sees none of the men following, and he just sees mostly just wildlife. He probably would just say just be cautious, because this is unknown territory to him. He has he sees nothing, but he doesn't really can't really trust his eyesight as much on an unknown territory.
I imagine Damon, having spent so much time here, he would be very familiar with like the island. Is there like a cove that we might be able to sail into?
Sure, yeah. There's this like small fishing cove. Over around like the northeast side of the island. There's like not really a village, but more than just like one family living there. But yeah, it's this kind of like small secluded cove. People don't really go there very often.
Okay. I'll begin to like steer us in that direction, see like how it's looking in there.
Absolutely. You make your way to this cove, and after a little while of watching, you don't see anybody there.
Anybody at all?
None.
Alrighty. Okay. I'll go to Evelyn. Evelyn,
Yes.
will you be okay if I have Celeste stay on the ship to watch it?
I think that might be the best.
Okay. I'll have Celeste, Cheryl, and Gil stay on the ship. I imagine our two lizard folk friends and Delver aren't combatants, so they probably stay on the ship too.
Can we bring a singular bucket crab for emotional support?
Oh my god.
Please.
You're
One,
gonna
just one.
have to ask
cannot
Little
have
Whistle
only
about
one
that.
bucket crab. If you bring one bucket crab, the other two must follow.
Don't you guys remember that they have Eldritch Blast or something?
Yes, they
Yeah,
do.
as
They're mine.
as you're asking, all 4 bucket crabs look at you.
Oh,
Okay.
what?
4 now?
No,
Yes.
There's
I'm
3.
sorry,
Where's
four?
the 4th one coming from?
Oh, no.
There is a fourth bucket crab.
Yes!
Yeah.
They just reproduced. I guess they just reproduced asexually at this point.
They multiply. There are more.
They reproduce via mitosis.
Like
the time of her life.
It would technically be fission.
as you're
mitosis.
watching, as you guys are watching, one of the bucket crabs kind of tosses off its bucket, scuttles over onto the somewhere on the deck, and grabs another bucket. A short time later, a crab pops out of the discarded bucket. There are now 5 bucket crabs.
Oh no.
We need to buy more buckets next time we're in port.
I don't think we do. I think that would just lead to more bucket crabs, and I don't want.
No. He's got a point.
We're still far off from it, but I don't want our bucket crab population to, run into some sort of critical mass. So, I think keeping their population under control is probably in our best
And Whittle's
interest.
just doing a little dance with the crabs.
If I could play the crab dance, I would.
She's just doing this little dance, hopping back and forth, just in a circle.
The
So I
crabs
guess
are
we're-
mimicking you.
Bringing the bucket.
Hey!
All right. Let's take the lifeboat and get to the shore, at least in the cove. Let's see if there's anybody
are we-
still here.
Are we bringing bucket crabs?
If you really want to.
Aveline
Well, they-
picks up a singular bucket crab. I shall call you Harold.
Will they let you?
Yes.
Okay. They're not Akko?
Huh? I'm sorry. What?
No, we got more bucket crabs.
I know. There's 5 of them. When did we get so many buckets?
Oh, Volko will kneel down next to Whittle and say, now please keep an eye on them while we're docked. We don't need them getting out and becoming an invasive species, okay?
And she just kind of talks her to the side. It's invasive?
Becoming part of the environment.
When they're not supposed to be.
Yes.
Oh!
Can you handle
So-
that?
Bucket crabs stay on the ship. Yep. Bucket crab, no leaf ship. Yeah.
I love Whittle so much.
So,
I can do that.
Good.
Yay!
I'm gonna
And she'll
take
just
one
turn
item from
back to the
study
bucket
before-
crabs and just follow the leader. And start doing her little dance, but moving along the ship, away from the boarding plank, and just away from the plank, away from the plank, bucket crab.
Akko just takes one item out of the study. It's not big. It's not. It's just mundane.
Alrighty.
From here, we will make our way through the island to try and get to Mare Portum.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we make our way to
All right.
shore.
As y'all leave to shore, Whittle will just give y'all a salute. Whittle will hold the fort.
Oh, you're not coming with us?
I thought I was supposed to stay here with the bucket crabs, but I can't stay.
No, because I thought the bucket crabs were coming on land with
One.
us.
one bucket crab.
Okay, Whittle's in charge of that one bucket crab not getting away.
Oh,
That's what I meant. Not for you to stay on the ship, no.
Alright, I'll stay on the ship.
No, come with us, cause chaos.
Okay.
Get over here, get over here.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
So 4 of the bucket crabs are staying, and you're bringing one with you.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Bucket crab on head. bucket hat.
Tosis begin.
So you guys head on, get on your lifeboat and head on out to the into the cove. As you kind of like beach the lifeboat and come up, looking around, you can see that there's about 4 or 5 like houses. They're raised on stilts, presumably to stay dry even at high tide. You don't really see or hear anybody. It's eerily quiet.
Can I fly overhead and just take a scout around the small town and just see if there's anything that looks like it's either booby trapped or like shows of like something happening here, or is it just being ghost town?
Again, this isn't a town. This is like 5 buildings,
Yeah.
kind of circled
It's even
around the
smaller
cove.
than a village.
Yeah.
I will make my way to all of the houses. Like I'll knock and I'll say, with the Lynch family. I don't know if anybody's here. If you are, we could use your help.
Right.
As you get to the 4th house, you hear something inside after you say that, Damon. There's like a light, almost like you hear a footstep.
Hello.
Scary things are happening right now. But in order to survive and in order to rebuild, we need to work together. Don't know what happened here yet. Could you help me find out?
Is that really you, Damon?
Oh.
Do I recognize this voice?
Oh.
It's tickling the back of your mind, but you can't quite remember it. Like you definitely recognize this voice, but you're not really placing it at first.
Is it a male voice or a female voice?
It is a young male voice.
Oh my god.
Is it
Yes.
Calned?
Hold on. It is not. And as you have that thought, you realize, no, it's not Calned. It's Russell.
Russell, is that you?
And I'm gonna need some descriptions from you, Aveline, on this. The door bursts open, and Russell like comes out, looks at you, and gives you a big hug.
Damon gives a big hug back, tears in his eyes. I was so scared. I heard that the port had fallen.
Wait, need a description?
Yes.
This man looks so similar to Aveline, it's freaky. Like, the same eyes and the same little crook in his ears, and his smile is like the little smirk Aveline gets is the same little smirk this guy gets. But he's tall. Taller than Damon.
Yes.
And the only like, obviously there's some differences in like the shape of the eyes and the nose, and his face is a bit more rounded, and his skin is this shimmering aquamarine. And you can immediately tell that they are not full-blooded siblings, but you can also immediately tell that they are related. if you put Aveline next to him, yeah, no, you would 100% be able to tell.
Uh-huh.
He bursts through the door, and the first, like, as he's giving you the hug, the first thing that you notice is that he is holding a curved scimitar in his right hand. The second thing that you notice is that there is a young woman kind of like hiding behind the door and looking out at you guys. Russell is...
Is
Oh
this
my god, who did I
Oda
have him
or
wearing?
is it Edney?
It's all right, Sophie. You can come out.
Sophie. How old is she? Or does she look?
That's a question for Aveline because I don't have stuff in here. But this is Lady Sophie, Rosal's betrothed.
She is about the same age as him, maybe 10 years younger, and she's also a sea elf. But she has this like wild, crazy, curly hair. Yeah.
Okay.
She's from the magic family. So this is one of the only families on the island, or the only family on the island that openly embraces magic beyond the royal family.
Oh, gods above. You do not know how... the past couple of days, months...
I think...
Wait, why are you guys here? You can't be... Aveline, you can't be here.
What happened?
Wait, did they say Aveline or did they say you can't be here?
He said Aveline.
She has no idea who this man is.
Aveline, this is your brother, Rossel.
You don't look like me. I mean, hi.
You... Have you been spotted? Have they seen you here?
I don't believe so, no.
We need to get you out of here. You are in danger. You are in so much danger.
What happened?
Mara Portum has been under siege for 2 months, Damon. And not 2 days ago, the city finally fell.
2 months? That's close to when we started sailing.
The undead. Oh, gods, fighting so hard, but they just keep getting back up, and they don't need to eat. They don't need to sleep.
Wait, is that what the Barrow Legion is? It's a legion of undead.
Undead and vampires.
Oh.
Damon, isn't that kind of similar to what we encountered under the mountain?
It is. The Lonely Mountain had been taken over by undead nearly entirely. Pretty sure, for the most part, this entire city was lost.
We can't let that happen here.
They're looking for you, sister.
Why?
For me? Why for me? What?
I don't know.
Okay, hold on. We're going to go inside and you're going to answer some questions because I'm very confused and I'm very tired and it's been a very stressful couple of days. And she takes her crown off.
We could go back to the ship. Alright.
There's one question that needs to be answered before anything else. Where's the rest of the family?
There's more?
I don't know if they're dead or alive. Oh, Damon, I'm such a coward. Oh, Sophie, she she knew something was gonna happen, but we didn't know what, so we told our parents that we wanted to go camping. We wanted to go take a visit on the surface, and we came out here, and
How long?
and then we saw the siege. We left a couple days before the siege began. We had no way to get any sort of message out. Everyone, all the people that lived here were taken by the undead.
Wait.
No, wait, back up.
Evelyn's been
There was no
corresponding
way
with your mother
to get.
for the past 2 months. What?
Then who's been getting my letters?
The undead have been killing any message birds and fish that have tried to leave. It's as far as I know. I
Oh, no.
Okay, Damon, perhaps we go back to the ship to talk about this?
Yes. I think you're right.
All right then, let's go.
will you take
I
us
think-
with you?
That's
Yes, of
kind of
course,
the
but-
plan.
I'm not gonna leave you here.
Thank you.
I think before they leave, though, Aveline is going to turn, and even with everything happening, even with all of these revelations, she finally, this is the first member of her family she's ever gotten to meet, and she's going to wrap him in the biggest hug.
So sorry for everything, Aveline.
What do you mean? I got to sail the world. What are you sorry for? I was sent away to be educated. It's fine. Right? That's
I'm
why I was
sorry
sent
for
away.
never. I should have talked to you more. I should have been more family to you.
I mean, I have Damon. He told me stories about everyone. Feel as if I already know you.
I'm sorry that I
Come on.
don't know you more.
It's alright, you have the rest of our lives to get to know me. Come on, back to the ship.
Okay.
I have someone I'd like you to meet.
Okay.
This is my wife.
Let's go. Before the bats come back.
Bats? What bats?
The bats. The vampires. They can shapeshift.
Not all vampires are bad.
These ones. Evelyn, I don't know who you've met on your journeys, but these ones slaughtered our citizens and are doing gods know what to our family.
Then we will figure something out. But if you're really that worried, we should probably go. And Damon, I'm assuming we should probably get far, far away. Or as far as we can in the next hour or so.
At the mentions of the bat, can I roll perception to see if I can find anything, like any bat that he, like the ones he spoke of?
I also wanted to do that.
Absolutely.
Alright, no advantage because I'm not in my crow's nest. Nope. I can't. Cool,
Also
you got it.
24.
Rukar, you can't see anything in this darkness.
Yeah, I don't have dark vision.
Volko! You don't see any bats, but you do see a glowing set of eyes staring at you from the tree line.
Oh no.
And as you look at it,
I would like to try to intimidate it.
you just hear a howl. Go for it.
Not bad.
Does that... If it fails, I can choose to re-roll that from this, so let me know if that fails.
The wolf turns around and walks back into the tree line.
The wolf, what?
But you do hear, yes, you see the pure white fur of its tail as it flicks, as it head back into the tree line. And I don't know if my mic picked it up, but you just hear a long howl.
Volko will growl. Like, you see him, like, snarl at something in the trees, and then, like, look back to the others and growl. We're being watched. We need to go.
Let's
There
go
aren't
then.
any wolves native to this island. We need to leave. We'll make our way back to the ship.
Absolutely. You are able to make your way back up to the ship with relative ease. Heading, Captain?
Offshore.
Hi. And Celeste begins... Jesus, Shaper.
Just until we're just out of sight.
Aye, just out of sight. And Celeste and the crew begin taking the ship offshore.
I think I is going to very quickly, just for a moment, run downstairs and take off the crown because it's a hindrance and she was planning on making an entrance and now we're stealthing. So it's kind of moot.
Hey, Whittle.
And she's going to...
Oh no.
Sorry, I thought you were done. Continue.
And she's going to head back up, but this time she's going to have her book, the book, in her hands that contains all of the letters she's gotten from her mom, from home, and from who she assumes is her dad. And she's going to sit across from her brother and from Sophie. And start showing them all the correspondence she's been getting to see if they can figure out if there's a difference between this and their mom's handwriting, or if somehow her mom has been communicating with her.
Yeah, you guys spend some
but-
time looking over it. Whittle, you're not quite sure when, but at some point you realize that you don't have the bucket crab that you took with you.
Oh
Little.
no! You had one job!
You had one job.
It was in my head, I swear!
As
Crab!
Whittle, you run around the ship for a little bit, and then you think to look, and you look back at the island as you're sailing away. You see two bucket crabs waving at you.
Wait, run. Hey, can I, because this is legit my area of study, if I can come up with the carrying capacity for bucket crabs on Mariportum, how long would it take about them to reach that carrying capacity and then help us in battle, specifically on Mariportum?
Okay, so let me put it this way. Do you think that you could convince an army of enough cats to fight the sun?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Have you met
Exactly.
D&Ds like
They're
this?
they're cats.
Yes.
No, I'm not talking about in D&D. I'm talking about in real life. Because these bucket crabs have about the temperament of a cat.
Whittle
Yeah,
just
I
starts
absolutely think-
Whittle just starts screaming at them. You get back here! And then just starts like just you can't tell if it's cursing or insults or just yelling, but she just starts yelling in what was it? Eldritch? What's this language I speak?
Deep speech.
Deep speech. She just starts yelling a couple words in deep speech.
When you yell, "Get back here," one of the bucket crabs begins walking into the water.
Yeah, you come here!
Do they eat dirt?
You haven't seen them eat anything.
I don't know what they eat, but they better get back here!
You don't even know if they need food.
I mean,
They
I
like
see
soap! They like
Whittle.
soap snacks! Here, if you come back, I'll give you a soap snack!
The other 4 bucket crabs rush towards you and begin clicking.
I'll give you guys soap snacks too, but as soon as you other siblings get here, you'll all get soap snacks!
Okay, so I'll
Thank
raise
you.
you this. We gather enough soap. We gather enough soap that we get the bucket crabs to help us defeat the army, so that I don't lose my home, because I'm really upset now.
They're just going to steamroll the
Bucket crabs are not your army, they're mine!
Listen to Whittle.
Oh, fuck!
Also, you said one of them started walking towards the water. Did they stop, or are they still
There we go.
going?
Oh no, like it walked below it walked into the water and disappeared.
Can
The
they
other
even-
one,
David, can we please slow down? The bucket crabs are coming!
the other one you see walking into the town. There's a lot of buckets there.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh, that could be fun to come back to if we come back.
Oh, god.
Bucket crabs have officially been introduced into the wild.
Maybe we're lucky.
Damn, I can't believe Whittle just did in Australia.
Oh no.
Honestly, it makes sense that one follows you and the other doesn't, because that other one was probably born into that area. And he's like, what?
You know what this island is gonna have to do next, right? They're gonna have to import a bucket crab's natural predators onto the island, but then those
Crab's natural predator, though!
those animals will
Bucket
dominate the
jellyfish.
ecosystem, and it becomes like a daisy chain of just invasive species.
It's bucket jellyfish.
Whittle, I
No, I'm
hope
sorry.
you've learned
It's
it.
bucket sea turtles. My bad.
Whittle, I hope you've learned an important lesson about secure pets today.
I swear, I don't know where it went! I don't know what happened, it was on my head the whole time, I don't know where it left!
Well, to be fair, Aveline was the one who said
I
they
don't know what happened!
To be fair, Aveline was the one who said, "Why don't we take a bucket crab for support?"
Valka will console Whittle and pat her on the head
I'm
until
sorry!
she stops. Like, is she crying?
She's just upset.
Okay,
thought
so
it was-
he's gonna pat your head and for a bit until you feel a bit better.
Akko just like grabs a book.
Happened.
Akko just like grabs a book from his pouch. Like there's a title. There's a small title on it that reads "Island Log," and he like flips some pages and mutters under his breath as he is noting, "Mariportum, invasive species noted." Plus bucket crab.
Somewhere on the ocean, the hunter archmage sneezes. I feel like I missed something.
That like
oh, yeah.
tattoo on his head activates.
The bucket pelican.
The
The
fucking
magical
pelican.
bucket of the mitosis.
Whittle just kind of pouts in the somehow with her beak face, and just like pouts as much as a beak can pout, and just like I don't know where it
Oh
went.
my god.
Why
What
don't
if that's the
Whittle?
case?
Why why don't we get the fishing pole? Maybe you can fish your friend back up.
Oh, that's such a good idea! And she just darts off to
Do we
get
ever
the
get a
fishing
new
pole.
fishing?
Yes, they got a new
pole, right?
fishing pole.
Yes,
Right,
we
got
did.
Whittle, about 30 minutes later, you feel a tug on your line. And as you pull it up, you see the 5th bucket crab.
There.
And then the 6th. And then
Another-
the 7th.
Oh, no! Another, like, couple minutes later, you feel another tug on your line. It's insanely heavy.
Oh no.
Okay.
God.
Strength check?
No, you don't have to. As you're
Okay.
pulling it up, you see the 6th bucket crab, the one from the village.
What?
Huh?
I'm sorry, what? Hold on. Wait.
It is
what?
holding onto a second bucket,
What?
and a 3rd bucket, and a 4th bucket. And as you're pulling it up, you see that it has just got a bundle of buckets from the village.
Cut the line. Cut the line. Cut the line. Cut the
Volko
line.
looks horrified.
The line.
Akko just, like, hears Whittle scream, rushes over, takes the small knife from his pouch, and just slices the line.
Alright.
And what?
He slices the line on your fishing rod.
Hey!
The 6th bucket crab and all of its buckets fall back into the ocean.
We'll catch Whittle if
There's enough
that
bucket
causes her
crabs.
to fall back.
Congratulations, Akko, you just introduced an invasive species into the ocean.
Hey, look. Look.
I
Better
got
the look. Better than the ocean than a small compact ship.
But they're still on the ship, Rukar.
Can I pick up one of the bucket crabs and try to look under it?
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Well, look at it this way. We have a finite amount of buckets.
Okay.
Any bucket that one we're dragging with them.
8.
Ah, interesting. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up the DMG.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you know in Pokemon when you try to look under the hood of a Mimikyu?
Oh no! Oh no, Sorka!
We don't.
Also, Bon, I see you. Bon has been spamming lights at me.
Let's see. Roll me a D100, Circa.
Okay.
No.
Surely nothing bad can happen of this.
Don't say that.
91.
You attempt to look under it, and roll me a D10.
Okay.
Enjoy. We're rolling. Rolling.
9.
You fall unconscious before you are able to see anything. You will remain unconscious for the next 9 minutes. As you acquire a short-term madness.
Like I just imagine you lift up
As soon as Biz drops to the ground, Whittle will just go over and just scoop up the bucket crab and put it with the rest of the bucket crabs. And like, okay, I'll get you soap snacks.
This collapses like a sack of bricks.
Like a ragdoll, Gmod ragdoll.
Gmod ragdoll.
With like a Half-Life flatline noise.
Akko just
Whittle will
shakes
just
this.
grab a handful of our soap supply and start like breaking it into pieces, giving it to the bucket crabs.
I'm sorry, did you say soap?
Yeah, they like soap snacks.
Oh.
How much soap do we have?
I don't know.
I'm messaging
We're not
Fred.
gonna have a lot after this.
I'm messaging Fred to let him know that his bucket crabs are now an invasive species.
I'm sure he'll be happy to hear that.
Alright,
Damn.
so,
I got my bucket crabs back. Yay!
most of them.
Most of them.
Most of them.
Back to the normal stuff, Aveline.
His bucket crab's not normal!
Anyway, yeah, I'm sitting with my brother, and I think there's a couple things going through her mind right now. Like, she's trying really hard to keep it casual and keep appearances up, like she's happy to see them, but something just keeps running through the back of her mind. She has never seen another sea elf before. She has only ever thought of herself as a sea elf. And so this man standing in front of her, or sitting, and this woman sitting in front of her, both of them with blue skin, her brother teal, and her, I guess, soon to be sister-in-law with like deep, like Atlantic Ocean blue skin, looking nothing like her tanned skin, is setting off some alarm bells because it feels like to her there's something that people aren't telling her, because she's not stupid, but maybe like she's also maybe just like, well, these are the only two people of my entire species I've seen, so maybe I'm just, being stupid. And she's also very much wondering, now that her brother apologized for it, it never seemed out of the ordinary to her because that's just how it was, but she never it never crossed her mind that it might be abnormal for her brother not to write to her. But now that he's apologized, it seems like there's something he isn't telling her. She's also on her guard, like, why wouldn't you be telling me something? Why are you apologizing to me? So that's what's kind of going through her head, but also at the same time, she's ecstatic because she has a brother now. She has a family. She has a almost sister-in-law. And I think she'd shoot a message to Damon very quickly because this is also
Unless
something.
you deliberately stop him, Damon's gonna be there.
Oh no, this is just because I don't want to say it out loud.
Oh, okay.
She's just, you can perform weddings, right? As captain?
What?
Yeah,
And this is over message. What'd you say?
I can, yes.
Well,
Damon needs ceremony.
I'm thinking maybe my brother might need something to cheer him up, and I don't know if a wedding on shore is going to be able to happen anytime soon. Do you catch my drift?
I understand. I'm not sure that is where our priorities should lie at the moment.
No, but I'm just saying, if they want it, can you do it?
Is it bad that
Yes.
in that mental interaction, I just imagine, do you catch my drift, Aveline just aggressively nudging Dane with her elbow and then winking aggressively? I guess you catch my drift.
No, he started her arc, okay? We're heading slightly towards fanfiction.net right now, but don't worry, we'll make our way to AO3.
If you catch my drift, wink, wink, nudge, nudge over her shoulder, Biz unconscious on the floor.
But anyway, she's going to continue her conversation with her brother and just, so, is this mother's handwriting?
Ugh, Jesus. As far as I can tell, it is, but it's wrong. I know that doesn't make much sense. It's definitely her handwriting, but it's like someone tried to make our inks.
And failed.
Yeah, it wasn't really working. If it came from a landlocked nation, it would probably be a very good forgery.
So I haven't been talking to Mom for months. Weeks.
No, you haven't.
But then who told me to come home and get married? I've always known that I'm betrothed, but I always assumed that marriage would happen.
Now wait, hold on. That one's correct.
Oh?
That one, where she's telling you to come home. It's different than the others. Can't you see? Here, the ink's not smudged, and the paper, it's... This is right, but the others aren't.
Is this one written under duress?
It might have something to do with that dragon.
Maybe we should talk to the dragon, then. I'm assuming I'm to be wed to a prince from the Dragon Isles.
Don't believe they were from the Dragon Isles, Evelyn.
No? Where from? Because the dragon seemed very insistent. Or the serpent thing that was working for the dragon.
Wait, you met a sea serpent?
Yeah, he tried to drag me home, but not very nicely, and kind of beat up the ship. And she's gonna, like, you know, in anime where they'll like pan out and they'll have like chibi versions of the characters pointing at something comically large.
Yeah.
Like that. She's gonna like point at the ship, at the like giant holes in the ship.
Did you see
As
the
you
other
can see, they
dragon?
weren't- No. I
The
mean,
one-
we have a dragon if you'd like to meet him.
No. I mean, the gold one.
No, you didn't see the gold one.
It was massive, Aveline. It looked like it could have encircled the town. And once it showed up, all of the undead, they started to retreat.
So we need to get him. We need to talk to him, and then we can help save. But not just the city, but the nation. I'm assuming. Sophie, correct? I'm assuming your home has fallen as well.
Yes. Lady Princess.
You don't have to call me princess. Aveline is fine. They all call me Aveline, and sometimes in not nice ways. So.
Everything has fallen. And the dragon's gone. It left 2 days ago.
To go where?
I don't know.
In which direction did it fly? Where was it?
North.
If you had to take a guess. North? Damon, that's the Dragon Isles, right? North?
Dragon Isles.
South?
No, the Dragon Isles is directly north of you guys.
Shit.
Right now. The Dragon Isles, Bastion, the Zigzackle. Who knows? It might have lived on the Great Ice Titan.
Well, it's gold. Perhaps, Damon, perhaps, I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe we go to the Dragon Isles
Definitely.
first. And she's gonna start crying a little bit. Home can wait. Just a little bit longer.
I don't know if I want to leave without securing the rest of your family.
Is this a stealth mission then, Captain?
It would need to be.
When do we start?
If you're going to try to sneak in, daylight would probably be best.
Undead aren't deterred by the darkness.
Dead are stronger in the darkness. Not all of those vampires have that fancy armor.
Then we begin during the day, but for now, I have a couple questions for you. If that's alright.
Of course, Aveline.
What are they like? Mom and Dad? Does Dad look like me? I'm assuming you look more like Mom. I think everyone is who's watching this happen, because I just want to know who's about to witness my humiliation.
I imagine you were like in a captain quarters and just like having a private conversation, not like on the open deck.
No, we're like over here, by the water.
Oh, I thought we were in private quarters.
Yeah, I thought you were too. It seemed like a very private conversation.
Bullshit! Like that stopped any of you before.
Yeah, Ricard's just sitting in the crow's nest. You know he's watching from a boat. He's keeping an eye out, but you know that he can't. You're within his line of sight, so he's probably gauging every now and then from his crow's nest. So he's very high up.
If we're in the captain's quarters, then I'm assuming no one is witnessing this.
Well, I imagine not. Like it's a very loaded family conversation. So like.
Is this happening at the same time as the bucket crab stuff?
Yes.
I think everyone.
Yeah,
I think
so
everyone else
so they being captain's quarters. Let's just say captain's quarters.
Otherwise, you have some lovely background noise of characters screaming about bucket crabs.
As Aveline asks, "What does Dad look like?" we just hear, "No, bucket crab."
And you just hear, just like outside your window.
Russell looks very, just like, he's like kind of like rubbing the back of his head.
That's exactly what Damon said when I asked
you?
him. What?
Are you asking about my dad or yours?
Aveline is going to look at him. She's going to cock a smirk, but the kind of feminine rage, not that male writers write, but female writers write, that like cold, calculating smile when you know you've been lied to your whole fucking life. And she's gonna turn to Damon. My dad. I'm asking about our dad.
Ooh.
I'm assuming, because no one bothered to tell me that there was different dads, Damon.
I assumed you knew. He's kind of like just gesturing like between you and him, and it's like.
You've got to understand, you're the first. You are the first.
And Sophie just kind of like smacks him on the back of the head.
I like her. Keep her. But obviously not, considering I've never been home. So how would I know that I don't look right? I'm assuming I don't look right.
Look, I don't know what Mother told you. All right? She didn't tell me either. She just told me to keep my trap shut. But obviously, that's a bit not the biggest issue right now.
I'm sorry. Are you the one that just came home to find your house destroyed? And
Precisely.
Your family gone after you've been waiting to meet them for their. I've been waiting decades to meet you. You got to grow up with them. This is the first I'm hearing about this. Can you let me have a little mental breakdown, please, brother?
I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying that that's the reason why I'm actually telling you. The whole city being destroyed thing kind of makes a promise about not telling Mom about not telling you about Mom's affair a bit of a moot point at this point.
In a tone only dogs can hear, Aveline says, "Affair? What affair? We don't share a dad. We don't share a dad. I'm not a princess. I'm a bastard. I'm a bastard.
Oh,
no.
I'm not a prince.
You
You-
are a princess.
Obviously not, Damon. This is
I mean,
Oh, no.
technically, neither of us are royalty at this point.
Oh god, what
We
if
don't
it's a
know
deep-
for sure that the crown has fallen.
The city's certainly been taken. And it's
doesn't
not
mean
like
Mom
we
and
have
Dad
any other
had
city.
I mean, sorry. That doesn't mean our mom and your dad are dead.
Okay, so I could plummet into
Yeah,
deviant
she's-
territory. I repeat,
If it's any
deviant
consolation, he's a bit of a prick.
I'm just gonna be here sipping my ginger ale.
So, what you're saying is, we have. I'm so sorry. Just quick recap. We have same mom, different dads. You're trueborn. I'm not. City is fallen. We don't know if anyone's alive. You're not married yet, but you should be.
no.
We'll get back to that later.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. How is that becoming part of this conversation?
Oh, I'm so sorry. You really know nothing about me, and that's really not your fault. She just pulls out her arcane focus, which is technically her loot, but a secondary arcane focus is this book. And this book is entitled The Love Affair of the World. I finally decided on a name for it.
Nice.
Nice.
And it is massive, but surprisingly light. And she flips it open to the most recent work, which is The Lion and His Rock.
Oh my god.
So this is what I do. I'm magic. Hi, hello, nice to meet you. And I'm magic because I'm a very, 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 very good storyteller. And I can feel the spirits of love stories, and it emboldens me, empowers me, what have you. So I'm kind of obsessed with the whole love thing, and wartime marriages, and she flips through the book to this one adorable story she got from this super old couple when she was like 10, maybe. And it's like one of the very first stories in the book. And it's just, this so cute, and you should get married. I'm not saying right now, but Damon does have the authority, and I'm just saying it would be cute, and I love her already because she keeps you in check, and honestly, very cute. Love it so much. She's also gorgeous, and I really want to know how you got your hair to look like that because I need it. Anyway, so you can get married, and then I can stop being sad.
He's kind of like looking at you in wonder. And it takes him a couple seconds to like form the words as I've heard stories about that kind of magic. You're just like a grandmother.
Why have a grandmother? That's amazing. So
well-
you can either get married or you can tell me about the affair. Those are your choices. And she's gonna look at Damon as well.
Evelyn,
I mean, sure, I'll talk shit about that whole debacle all day if you
Oh,
want.
lovely. I was really hoping you would choose that.
Uncle looks at the man while Aveline was going on her whole, like, you two should get married, with an air of, like, welcome to my world.
I was really, that's all I was going for. I just wanted Akko to overhear it.
Like,
so you
is
told him
Aveline
she-
always like this? You get used to it.
So, Mom had an affair. Sorry, Damon, I know that we have other more important things to talk about, but, like, you've gotta understand. He's my brother, and I don't really get to talk. I don't get to have family trauma all that often, because you gave me, like, an amazing childhood. So just, can I have this one?
Damon will just sigh in resignation. I am forbidden to speak of such things. And leave.
And that is where we are going to end it for today.
No.
Thank you guys all so much for coming. But I know that some of our players and me as well are very tired, and this seems like a good place. I hope you guys had fun. I know I did.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Let's find somebody to raid. Who's click-clacking their gamer keyboard?
Chad is angry.
Yo, we
I
should
know,
rate
yeah,
this
guys.
small streamer, K-Rool Artemia.
Shut the fuck up. You do this every goddamn time. Shut
Oh,
the fuck.
hold up.
No, wait, hey.
Hey,
Yes.
before
Hey, I found a
you...
really good streamer. Wait, I found a really good streamer. I almost never get to suggest them. Can I throw a
Yes.
suggestion?
Yeah,
in?
sure. I
Go
was
ahead.
just gonna suggest a friend of mine that was doing a subathon, but...
So there's
Your
this
turn.
streamer. Their name is Artemia.
Shut the fuck. God damn it.
I think
All right.
directed that one last week.
I didn't.
All right. Now I'm actually killing your family.
Okay, I have a friend who's doing a subathon right now.
Who are they?
Would you like to raid her?
Sure. What's her name?
Voidable. I put her link in out of character chat. Jesus Christ, where did all those hours come from? She was on like 2 hours last time I checked.
Jasons.
Magic.
Oh. I love her.
Okay,
I love her
then.
avatar.
Yeah.
Alrighty, yeah, we're gonna send you guys over to Voidable. So like, yeah, she's doing a little subathon. She's got this super cool. I think some kind of like Cyclops. Yeah.
Yep.
Model. It's really cool looking. And
Yeah.
I will see you guys next week. Bye bye.